G'day KFC SuperCoaches, some huge scores out there this weekend, so let's get into it. Who was hot and who was cold in round 16? Now, Clayton Oliver was the Melbourne player we were all red hot on coming into this weekend. He had an incredible record against the Crows, and you would be pretty happy if you had him as captain this week, 176 points. But you could have jagged an extra 13 points if you put the C on his teammate Christian Petrarca, who was absolutely enormous. We've been waiting for this for a while. Saw a few little signs last week. He was a little bit unlucky. He hit the post with a shot on goal. Got burnt in the goal square by Bailey Fritsch, but he was absolutely everywhere against the Crows this weekend. He actually had 3 fewer disposals than Oliver, but kicked 3 goals, 20 contested possessions, 11 score involvements. Just a huge game, and hopefully there's a few more of these in the run home. Who held on to Nick Dacos, and importantly, who had him on the field? It would have been a little bit painful seeing those 143 KFC SuperCoach points sitting on your bench, but he was unbelievable against the Suns on Saturday night. 37 disposals at 84% efficiency. I think he was going at 100% well into the game. Just astounding from a first-year player. One of the best rookies, obviously the rookie of this year, and one of the best rookies I can remember in KFC SuperCoach. He's projected to go above 500 grand this week in price if you still got him. This week he actually went past Jaden Short, so unfortunately Shorty's going the other way, and Nick is going straight up. And another hot defender in round 16 when Tom Stewart went out last week with that big suspension. I was looking at a few options, Aaron Hall maybe, Daniel Rich maybe, but I'm very glad I went with Bailey Dale from the Bulldogs. 134 points was his highest score for the year against the Lions. He's 9th over 110 though. He's just super consistent. He hasn't scored below 86 for the entire year. Had 32 disposals at 81% efficiency on Thursday night. He does that every week. Gets heaps of kick-ins, and hopefully he'll score me plenty of points on the run home. Who was cold this weekend? I mentioned Aaron Hall. Now, we don't like to tip the bucket on injured players, and poor old Aaron's copped his 3rd hamstring of the year, so there were some warning signs, but still 7,000 teams traded him in after 150 the week before. You can't blame them, but he lasted only 2 minutes, unfortunately, before going off with that injury. He did manage to score 18 points in that time. He was looking pretty good early in the game, and he unbelievably was still not the lowest North Melbourne score, even though he only played 2 minutes of the game. But I don't think we can pick Aaron Hall in KFC SuperCoach again. Jack Crisp has been a little bit off the boil the last couple of weeks. He's been a great pick all year, very reliable, obviously never gets injured, which we love, but his scoring's been a little bit down. 79 points on the weekend against the Suns. Doesn't look terrible, but at three-quarter time he only had 35 points. He only had 3 kicks to that time, but thankfully he got going in the last quarter. 44 points, aided by some waiting. We love the SuperCoach scoring system where you get extra points when the game is on the line, which it definitely was up at Metricon. So Jack got himself a respectable score, but hopefully we can get back into the 100s next week. And Sam Doherty has been one of the picks of the season. Just an incredible story, so we don't want to be too down on him, but 75 points against the Saints was a little bit lower than what his owners would have been hoping for. He had 22 disposals, but only the 2 marks after he took 14 the week before, which he loves getting around and doing that in the back line. So 91 and 75 in his past 2 games, a little bit down, but I reckon we can back him in. I certainly wouldn't be trading him out.